following clip contains spoilers. You've been warned. That happens, and then eventually, she knocks the gun away, gets away from Laverne, gets his fucking what car?
Car keys.
It's Lamborghini.
It's a McLaren 600.
Okay, I apologize.
LT. So the funny thing with that car is I recognized the car. Well, I knew it was a McLaren right away because I really love McLarens. But just some facts on that car.
They said it in the movie too, which I remember now.
So that's one thing that's weird is it's funny because Laverne Cox says in the movie, "Oh, I recognize that sound. That's a McLaren 600 LT Spider." Now, Spider means that it's a convertible.
Exactly. Which has no sound.
There's no difference between the Spider and the normal one. So that was fucking weird. But the writer and director and everybody thought it was cool to have her recognize the car, which, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
But that was weird. Number 2 is that car, you can't get it in a manual transmission. You can't. It was never offered in the stick shift.
That's hilarious.
They make all kinds of jokes in the movie about how she's learning to drive stick, and they show the 3 pedals in the shots, Can't happen. McLaren's never made a manual transmission in a car ever.
I didn't know
it's
that.
all flappy paddles.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So
That's hilarious.
I don't know.
What the fuck? Why pick that out of all the cars you could pick to make for this movie? All the dope ass cars, right?
Yeah.
It must have been like a cousin's uncle's car that they owned. Like, hey man, can I borrow your car for this movie?
Right. Because it is an older McLaren.
Yeah.
It's still new, but so it's like maybe 5-6 years old or something in that range because they have a newer body style that's out, and it's not that one. It's the older one, which I like more. I like the older McLaren body styles. Again, huge car nerd. I fucking love cars.
It's fucking hysterical.
Yeah. So I don't know what they used for the clutch pedals and the shift knob and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
It still looked exotic. It looked like it matched, but not that car.
Yeah.
Impossible. So it was weird to me that they included specifically calling out the model of the car. Like, you see the car, but if you don't know what car it is, but she says what car it is. So they thought about that, but then they're like, no, but we want to have stick shift. So just fuck it. Just put it in there.
Fuck it. No one's going to know.
No one's going to know. I fucking noticed.
He knows. That's why we do this podcast. We know shit.
So that was very strange. But
second Looney Tunes moment.
Yeah.
It was in this fucking scene.
Okay.
Maybe we could attribute it to her not knowing how to drive stick.
Right.
But the fucking engine noises to the speed of the car were ridiculous.
So
she's like taking this turn like 2 miles an hour and like,
so
like it was ridiculous.
It's funny. Last week we covered Kate, and they had a fucking horrible CG car sequence in that movie. Mm-hmm. And this week we covered Jolt, another 1-word 4-letter name movie, and it had a shot with real cars, and it was fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Like, it just made me mad. Like, when I saw the McLaren and it was neon green, which is awesome that they went with that color. You can tell they're driving 10 miles an hour.
It just making so much noise, like she's peeling around. It was hilarious.
It was not shot well. There were like maybe 3 shots in that whole car chase sequence where you felt the speed, but everything else, it was like, what the fuck is going on?
It was bad.
So it was bad. So I don't know. Would you rather have the bad CG car sequence where at least the cars look like they're going fast, or the bad real live action car sequence, but the cars just look like they're normal driving?
Bad CG.
Bad CG.
I take bad CG because that was just bad. It makes it worse.
It makes it kind of worse.
It makes it worse. For full episodes, find us on your favorite podcast provider. Check us out on flicksworthwatching.com.